to the Friday night Wisdom Chambers Youth Review.
That applause makes me laugh. Welcome to the program, Gemma.
Welcome, Darren.
And what a fine program we have today for you on Wisdom Youth Chambers.
Wisdom Youth Chambers.
That's correct.
Chambers Youth.
Chambers of Youth. Wisdom Youth Chambers.
Chambers of Wisdom Youth.
Chambers of Wisdom Youth. Youth Chambers Wisdom. The Chambers. Review. Well, now we've decided the name of the program. Let's get on, shall we? And have we got a big program for us today? Gemma?
What?
Have we got a big program for today?
We've got a huge program because we've got so many people here right now.
Yeah.
Can't get over it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And we've got Couch Potato coming up with me?
Yeah!
Later on?
We're just going straight into what's happening tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
We're not going to talk about anything.
Well, what do you want to talk about, man?
Talk about something. You've got to talk about something.
Yeah, Raj is saying
yeah?
it's tradition
Well, we should talk about something. Well, you heard about the sumo wrestler who tried to get into the sumo wrestling team by injecting silicone in his head.
15 centimetres of silicone, in fact.
You'd think he'd apply that silicone some other places of his body, but 15 centimetres isn't bad, huh, folks?
Especially for on top of a head. Can you imagine what that guy must look like?
We were talking about Kramer before from Seinfeld.
Kramer, Conehead,
Marge Simpson.
Marge Simpson.
Marge Simpson, yeah.
Cool.
Alexander Downer. yeah, could be passive. I can see it. But yeah, man. I mean, you'd think he'd take up gymnastics or something rather than increase the length of his head and try and get into the sumo wrestling team.
But as we were saying before, sumo wrestling is the thing.
Yeah, that's true.
The thing to do in Japan. If you are a sumo wrestler, you are king.
It's king. This one actually has his crown for him now.
It certainly does.
Silicone crown, so that's quite wicked. I'd love to see his throne. I wonder if that's grown at all, or his sceptre. I'd like to be his court jester with that sort of inchage. Yeah, so off the subject of sumo wrestlers, we heard about Diego Maradona as well. That's pretty shocking, man.
But we'd better leave that for the sports.
Well, it's kind of coming into the sport. But I'd like to advise that sports person to check out the latest Who Weekly, who actually has the two, O.J. Simpson and Diego Maradona, embroiled in a bit of a love triangle.
Who's the third party?
It's the third party. I think it's Ted Bundy or someone like that. Someone freaky. Pablo Escobar or someone like that, man.
Right.
They're all stuffed up pretty much. But let's remember Diego as the man he is, and that's a great soccer player. Forget the fact that he's a drug-snorting, cocaine habit. Drip he's a mad player, and let's not forget that. And sports person, I want you to remember that. You knock Diego Maradona, I'm going to get half of Argentina on your body. I'll say, Ole Argentina! Argentina, le campeón! Argentina. Sorry, man. World Cup fever, baby. Taking over. You haven't been, you're not as enthusiastic as about me as
I'm not a sports person at all.
Not a sports person at all. Well, that's cool. I mean, if you're going to say to me you're not a soccer person and you still like sports, then I'd probably hit you because soccer is the sport. I wouldn't hit you, right? Because you're too pretty.
The only sport that I watch, is ice hockey.
Really, ice hockey? Yeah.
And the only reason I watch ice hockey is because there are a lot of brawls in ice hockey, and I like to watch brawls, and I like to watch people being smashed against glass panels. And
why don't you just watch boxing? That's cool.
Different.
It's different. You like the spontaneity, the sort of the.
Because it's not in the rules to hit people in ice hockey. It's in the rules to hit people in boxing.
Yeah. But
and I'm pretty much a gal who's stuffed the system, really.
Yeah, right.
Anarchy.
She's a rebel without a clue, ladies and gentlemen. But no, listen, ice hockey is mad, but in the unwritten rules of ice hockey, it is stated that you must cause a cerebral hemorrhage for any opposition member that comes in within 2 centimetres of your puck. And most ice hockey players, when they're confronted with that question, why are you always brawling? They basically say, we don't give a puck. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's it. Puck off, puck right off. Yes.
Speaking of ice hockey.
Yeah.
I won't say it because we should really get on with the program, but I will say that I saw a show on child prodigies today, featured on Donahue, and there was a kid who was an expert in ice hockey. Not to mention train schedules.
I saw that kid.
I
saw that kid, and in fact, if you caught the other kid, the other kid who looked remarkably like Doogie Howser, he had an IQ of 186 or something. He looked probably like that kid, that sumo wrestler who added 15 centimeters to his head. This kid was sad, man. His forehead went to the whole roof. The poor kid, he was all brains. No nose, no eyes. It was just all head and brain. Poor kid with a bit of hair. He's already losing hair now from the stress. He's a 6-year-old going through Harvard.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not.
But speaking of brains, we've got a very we've got a very intellectually stimulating program.
That's it. Yeah.
Don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Please tell us.
It's silicon injecting this program, indeed. We've got Rock Job coming up. Is that right? With
After Couch Potatoes.
After Couch Potatoes, and we've got the sports coming up with our man on the field. And we have various other things coming up. Raj is interviewing Big Dave, the Beastie Boys fan, and the man from the basement. You'll be finding Dave creeping out of his Westie basement pretty soon. You're a Westie, aren't you, Dave?
Yeah.
He'd like to be a Westie. If there's one place he'd like to be born, that's Blacktown. I wish I was born in Blacktown. Okay, man, so let's go on with the show, shall we?
We also have Film Forum coming up. Don't forget Film Forum.
Yeah, Film Forum, which is wicked. I always listen to it to find out what I'm going to be not watching during the week and what I will be watching. Okay, so and that's it. So let's go to the tape and we'll see you back with Couch Potato. Ciao, man. Bye.
I just tap it in and flash it.
The Leaving Care Kit team is made up of 3 people. There's myself, I'm Sue Basser, the coordinator. I'm a youth worker. And there's Peter and Helen. And Peter and Helen are both young women who have been employed under the CES training program. Peter's 16 and Helen's now 20. And they've both been employed with me as the Leaving Care Kit team. There's the 3 of us. I coordinate the project, they're the trainees, but we work together very much as a team. Without them, it couldn't happen. And it works really well having young people working with a youth worker because I can pass on skills to them and they pass on their experience to me.
I go to the CS to look for a job, and then I see this ad on the board that requires a young person that has been in care, and partly because I want to do a traineeship course that would help me to find another job, and partly because I want to be able to work with those young people.
Mainly our involvement in the project has been giving ideas of, as young people who've been in care and come out, we've helped giving ideas of what we should do.
The Association of Children's Welfare Agencies, who we work for, put together a committee of representatives from different care organisations to talk about the issue of leaving care, because there was some real concern about what was happening to young people once they were leaving the care organisations and moving out into the world on their own, and concerned about how much preparation was actually being done. So they put together a working party, and that working party decided that a kit would be a really good resource for young people, and they applied for funding and obtained funding to run the project and to employ myself and Peter and Helen. The original funding came from the Australian Youth Foundation, and they gave us money to employ myself and Peter and Helen. and we've also received funding from the AMP Foundation to fund the development of the computer game, and some money has also come through the Ian Potter Foundation, and that money's being used to make this video documentary.
Well, young people mainly opened up to me because, like, as we had a break in workshops, we used to go out and I'd talk to them, like, not as someone running a workshop, but as a friend, and they used to open up to me a lot more, and we would go back in to finish the workshop. They'd be a lot more open, more relaxed, and really easy to get on with. Of course, Helen and I were there because we're young people as well. We've been through the same situations, we had things in common, and they could relate to us and we could relate to them.
For myself, because when I was living in a group home, I didn't know that there are other options I can go for accommodations, and I didn't know that there are many services out there that can help me too. And working in this, it opened me to a wider range of options and all that. And at the same time, it helps me to gain work experience too. So it's good.
I've learned like office skills and typing. That's a good one. Learn to type properly. How to communicate with people a lot easier. Knowing how to relax a bit more when a total stranger's on the phone wants to talk to you, or you have to ring up a stranger and you don't know what to say. Quite used to that now, aren't we, Helen? Basically being able to get on with people a lot better, relaxed, can just talk openly about anything with anyone. Taught me to be more responsible, although I'm still getting there, still learning to be more responsible, and to take on a lot more and know that there are things that has to be done instead of just looking at myself for number one. There's also other priorities in my life that I have to look at.
Well, again, through this, I got to know more, understand more about youth, understand more about the social life out there. And apart from this, because I'm doing a clerical traineeship, so I also gain office skills as well.
Well, we've been making lots of phone calls to different agencies and that, asking them questions about the youth there, the age groups and that, going out doing workshops.
How old were you when you left?
17. I already left home a long time ago.
And how old were you when you left?
14.
And I moved out of home when I was 12.
I left home when I was 15. I left home when I was 14.
The reason that we're doing these workshops is because we're putting together a kit for young people who had to leave home at an early age, and from what it sounds like, a lot of you guys left home at 14 or 15, or Peter left at 12. And people leave home and have at different ages and for different reasons. But a lot of young people who have to leave home early and end up living in refuges or juvenile detention centres or homes, or just end up moving around in their own communities until they can find their own place to live, need a lot more support in order to be able to live independent successfully.
Now we're going to have a gradually relay. Can everyone stand up, please? What you do is, that is like the two papers over there, that is like the graffiti walls. So like tomorrow, you'll be kicked out home, and then you're on your own. What are the things that you have to do? What are your feelings? What are your thoughts and all that?
Go!
Go, keep doing it. Well, that's
like a real resolution. What might happen to you?
Don't worry.
Now one. Party, safety, drugs, freedom, health, food, love, bills, security, rent, sex, alcohol, CES, education and accommodation.
All these things come rushing at you at once, And I don't reckon really anybody can prepare you to deal with all the things that might happen to you, because no one can actually know what's going to happen or how you're going to deal with the situation. But the idea is to start to think before, like we want to get young people to start to think of some of these things before they move out on their own, so they can start to look at what some of the ideas or some of the options might be for themselves.
What do you find on the street map? Or what do you find when you're walking down the street? What sort of things do you see?
Satellites, rivers, police station.
Bridges. So what we're going to do now is design some maps. When you actually do your map, maybe if you have a look at this list and try and include, so for example, if you come along on your map and you might get to a point where you think that you might have 5 different choices. Let's say that one of your choices to make money is to look for a job. So maybe you get to a point where you think, oh, there's about 6 different ways you could go about looking for a job. You might put a roundabout there and have the 6 different streets going off the roundabout. What we want to do is get into pairs, because it might be easy to do it together, and each of you is going to design one map, and I want you to pick one of these themes. So if you could, if you two are going to work together, pick one, and you pick another one, and you guys pick another one. So 3 different themes, and you're going to design a map. And for example, you get a big piece of paper like this, and we've got lots of colours. And put yourself on the map where you were living before you were living on your own, maybe at home, maybe in a refuge, whatever. And then draw let's say that you choose accommodation. And on your map, draw all the places you can imagine ever going to for accommodation, the things that might happen to you there and where that might lead you. So an example might be sleeping under a bridge, right? It's a place where you can go for accommodation. It might not be something that everybody would like, but obviously if you've got nowhere to go, maybe sleeping under a bridge is an option.
And we started out, we're staying at our friend's house. Yeah, we go and ask our parents for money, right? And our parents say, no, we don't give you any money. So then we go to Redfern train station. And we probably go and rack some clothes. And then we come down into Redfern area and try to sell it wherever we can, at pubs or flats, wherever. And then if we got money there, we'd probably go and score a set. If we did it, we'd probably go to the bank and do a smash. We got caught, we'd end up in the police station and end up in the homes and then probably get sent to a refuge and then start over again. And then after that, after being caught, the first place we'd probably go would be is CES, Social Security, and try and get a job.
Well, okay, now what I'm just going to do now is I want to go back through the maps again and I want to look at some of what some of the options are that maybe you didn't think of.
Most of us already get money from Social Security.
Yeah.
But it's not enough.
Where are some places you could go to get some help?
CES, Self-Sufficient Youth Services.
Yeah.
So you've got 3 wishes. What would be 3 things that you'd ask workers to help you live independently?
Give us more money.
Money, yeah, more money. And maybe like accommodation, like similar to Housing Commission, you know, the same
easy
to get into for young people.
Like we're putting together a magazine and we'd like to employ a group of young people, so if any are interested, we've got space I think for a couple more girls to come and work with us. It's $100 for 3 days work and you'd be drawing these ideas together and doing more drawing and redesigning a map, especially for the magazine. We're making the decisions now on how this magazine is going to be made up. So if someone comes up to me later and says, look, so I really don't like what we did then, we should do it this way, it's not going to be of any help because I'm not making the decision, you guys are.
What do they think about what's on the map, you know, like what we've done from the first few pages and that?
Well, that's a good idea. So where might you do that? Here?
Or somewhere after the game. After the game.
So if we have...
Right at the end, before it finishes, before the page finishes.
So now we've still got page 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 back cover and outside.
Yeah, I have an idea. Maybe show a comic at the front with a group of people not knowing what to do. At the back of it, they know what to do and they go somewhere.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's on the back page.
Yeah, that's right. Top of that page.
On the back page, you should have 2 comments.
Remember, the idea is that this is for young people, not just young people who've been in the streets, but young people who have maybe gone from home to living in a foster family, and that's all they've known. Or just kids who all they know is having lived in a home from since they were babies up until when they're 18, they might have lived in a home. You know what I mean? So it's not, we've got to think of young people who are in all sorts of different...
Hey, You listen here, Jody, alright? You want to hang out with that wanker, alright? You could do that. Maybe I can't afford his $100,000 car, alright? You want to hang out with that wanker, you go ahead. Maybe I'm out of my league, mate. That's Alex Smichiotis from Heartbreak Kid, man. And why I brought that up, it's interesting because as I was watching Heartbreak Kid, the Heartbreak High, sorry, derived from the Heartbreak Kid. I corrected myself well there, didn't I? But the Heartbreak High, as I was watching on Sunday, I realised that the producers of the show must have been in my high school at Surpass back in 1983, man. Because Alex Dimitriadis is my mate Nectar Kagelis. Nectar Kagelis, man, you should be taking rights of that dude because they've been stealing all your lines. You wanker, mate. You watch, mate. You bloody, you bastard, mate. That's Nectar Kagelis, man. His friend, that's my mate Marcus Caligaro, man. Marcus Caligaro had hair growing from his armpit since he was 6. The first dude to have his voice broken when he was 12, man. And his balls dropped when he was 12 as well, which is pretty wicked. We won't get into that matter. But Heartbreak High is a pretty wicked film, mainly because it truly reflects the classrooms that exist at the moment, which are predominantly, you know, not all Anglo-Saxon, obviously, because that's not the society we live in today. So, Heartbreak High, round of applause for reflecting that diversity within our classrooms and within our schools, because it's about time that some wogs moved into Ramsey Street, don't you reckon, eh? What about some black fellas in Ramsey Street, eh? Hey, Charlene, you want to lend us a car? That'll be alright, eh? That's what I reckon, man. But Heartbreak High, you're in the right direction, mate. You're heading in the right direction. Alex Dimitriadis, mate, you become a token wog for all of us out there. A token wog. You're mad, keep doing the job, keep piling on them kilos of gel on your head, man. It's wicked that way you do that with your hair. And Abby Tucker, man, Abby Tucker, wow, it's wicked. I mean, did you ever have a chick in school that looked like Abby Tucker in your school? I doubt it. I doubt it. But it's a pretty good show. They have a mad cast of different sort of backgrounds of people. They have some Vietnamese characters in there, and obviously the strong wog element, which is wicked. I'd like to see a few black fellas in there too. Maybe I could audition for a part. Listen, Joe, you want to hang out with that wanker, all right? How's that, now? You can ride here to CTV1. I'll be probably here. I'll be down there for Heartbreak High, man. I'll be the Heartbreak nigga. All right, man. I should start my own program in down where I live, man. Carbreak High or something like that. That'd be all right. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Okay, man. Moving on to another matter. I was watching 60 Minutes last week with Andrew Alexander Downer, man, and I don't know, Alexander reminds me of them aunties that come up to family get-togethers and smash on the lips with their moustaches, you know. It's full on all tonguey and no brains. It's just all just in your face. It's like, love me, love me, love me. But Alex needs some, definitely needs some charismatic pills, man, because he's lacking. The pompous, plump little man that he is, he looks so like a cuddly bear. He's just... How can he be a politician, man? When he looks like some little kid out of Pretty Little English School, ready to be smacked in the mouth by Paul Keating. I mean, he looks like he's just entered this high school, man, straight out of preschool, ready for the big fish, and he's just going to get the biggest belting that he's ever going to cop. And I hope Paul Keating takes him out the back and flushes his head properly down the toilet. That'd be a good lesson and a good sort of breaking into politics, especially dealing with old Paul Keating. He's going to give a run for his money. But definitely, Alexander Downer has to get in touch with himself, has to go a bit of hip. He needs to learn what a bong is, man. I mean, he was on the Den show and Den puts on a bong on the table and he didn't know what it was. I mean, even if you don't have nothing to do with it, why not acknowledge you know what it is? Thereby acknowledging that you are acknowledging a certain sector of the community. Alexander, man, grow some balls, bro. Grow some balls. Learn to speak to young people out there. We can vote, you know. I mean, that's true. I mean, 18 and above, you know, we can vote. You don't just have to appeal to people above 35, you know what I'm saying, G? You can show some signs of being a bit young. You were once young in your lifetime. Oh, you probably spent most of your time playing croquet and cricket. I'm sure you got out there sometimes and had a wild time on playing chess or cheating in noughts and crosses. Or I don't know what you did. I don't know what you did to do that, man. But come on, man. Come on. Now, lighten up the act a bit. Today FM, what can I say about Today FM, man? If I saw Today FM in the street, I'd probably belt them, you know what I'm saying? It's like everything I hate, it's like Today FM is there. In the ads, what worries me about Today FM is that you've seen the ads, and they refer like to the listeners as dogs. You'll see the ad where there's a scientist and he's playing heavy metal music and the dogs are all howling, and then he plays some Genesis or whatever music they play on Today FM, which is what they constantly play. It's Genesis 24 hours a day, Mariah Carey, Barry Manilow. It's music that means a lot to me, I tell you what. But if you look at it, man, a lot of their ads, all of their ads, I would assume. I'm telling you, I'm not assuming nothing, all right? I never assume nothing. I'm telling you, feature dogs. Now, I don't know about you, but I resent the fact that if I'm listening to heavy metal music, I'm looked upon as a dog howling, and then if they are infirming by playing heavy metal music and by allowing the dogs to howl, that in fact I'm a canine who lifts his leg to piss, and who, sorry I said that, but who also is a reflection of the dogness of heavy metal. That's wrong, isn't it wrong? In the latest ad, they've got a dog who changes the channel for the listener, the human being who walks out, and the dog knows better because he knows how to be cool, so he goes over to the radio itself and programs it to 104.1. I don't know about you, but that's saying something about the listeners and the way Today FM are looking at the listeners. Now, you think about it, Today FM. My dog, do I look like a dog? Do I?
You do, actually.
Well, my mum said that this morning. But hey, that's not for you to judge, all right? My mum can call me a dog. My dad can call me a dog. Even my brother can call me a dog. But Today FM, it's all out, man. And if you're fair income about not being called a dog on radio, then you should turn off. Power of the people, baby. Power of the people. You know what I'm saying, Jay? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, man. And I know you're going to be turning off, using your fingers, until Today FM start using real people in their ads, man. That'd be cool, huh? I mean, surely the Actors Union or someone like that can get into the act. I mean, what are dogs doing in all these ads, huh? Maybe it's all right if you're selling dog food, but a radio station, wrong. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it.
Anyone who listens to it Today FM's a dog anyway.
Hey, I think I'll agree with that, my baby. That's a good one. If anyone heard that, yeah, it's a dog. And that's, of course, no reference to my band, Citizen Dog. Citizen Dog, still Citizen Dog. We're doggy dog dog. We're proud to say we're dog. The fact is, we don't want no one else to tell us we're dogs, okay? That's the point. That's the point. That's the point. Okay, man. Now, what else have I got to talk about? Brandon Lee. His latest film, The Crow, is coming out. It's probably going to come out in movies, but I'll probably just wait to see it on video. All I just want to say is, man, Brandon Lee should not have been killed. Brandon Lee was set up by Chinese mafia, man, and when I find out, I'm going to kill him. That's all I'm going to say. When I find out who killed Brandon Lee, first they killed my bro Bruce, the dragon. They killed his son Brandon. Now, I take that personally, man, because I feel an affinity with the dragons. I am the dragon. That's all I've got to say about that matter. So I'll best leave that unsaid. Best leave it unsaid. All right, that's it. That's it. Listen, if you want some fun, you tune into Question Time during the day, man. Question Time is wicked. Have you ever seen grown men calling each other silly names like in a classroom fight where there's no actual physical contact, although I'm sure that the ABC will be prodding these police to sort of start throwing a few, because the ratings, of course, will shoot up when you see Alexander actually take Paul Keating and shove his down the toilet. That'd be pretty cool. But Question Time is wicked. Just to watch the leaders of the country carrying on just like the way they do. If you haven't seen it, it's an experience to be felt, to be loved, to be experienced with the deepest sense of hurt and pain, because you know that these people are actually deciding how you're going to make the money next day. In fact, all they're doing is carrying on like a bunch of cats and dogs. It's pretty funny. That's all I'm saying, man. If you want to feel good about being what you're doing what you're doing at home, feeling down about having to go to work 9 to 5 a day, feeling down about having to do some job with some people that don't speak English, you're bricklaying or whatever, man, you're feeling down about that, you watch Question Time, you see what these dudes have to do. It's just incredible, man. Wicked. All right, man, I'm out of here, bros. I'm out of here. Next week, I'm going to be talking about Super Friends. I'm going to be making a film. You know, there was Batman Returns and stuff. Like, imagine if you could make a film about Super Friends, you know, the Hall of Justice and stuff like that. Remember Super Friends? I'm sure you remember that. Imagine if you got Mal Meninga to play the Incredible Hulk. You got Keanu Reeves to play Superman, or you got Michael J. Fox or Macaulay Culkin to play Robin. You got Alexander Downer to play the Penguin. Are going to be wicked, but I'm going to be talking about that next week. It's going to be wicked, and I'm going to bring all my dolls out. I've got Superman dolls, I've got Batman dolls, and we're going to be looking at possible suggestions for these characters, man. These characters. Before I go, Keanu Reeves' new movie's coming out, Speed. And I just want to talk about Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is a wicked dude because the man, every film he makes satisfies another dude. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure satisfied dudes that talk like this. Yo, dude, yeah, hey, yo, man, what's up? And then Much Ado About Nothing was sort of centered around people who talk like this, very slow and hold their hands. What I'm saying, to be or not to be, that sort of thing. And then he goes from Speed to dudes who talk like this, like, that's what Speed is, man. And you just look at his movie, My Own Private Idaho, was for grungers and sort of the alternative set, the sort of arty set. It's every film is embracing the whole popular culture, and it's just wicked. Keanu Reeves' star is rising and rising and rising. And if you saw from his first film, Bill and Ted, Bogus Journey, up and up and up, Parenthood, and as he went up, he's just satisfying each little niche of culture. When's he going to make a film for Westies? I'm waiting for that moment. I'm waiting for that moment, but I'm out of here. Couch potatoes for another week. Love you all. Come on.
What do you enjoy reading the most and why? I enjoy reading novels and magazines. Basically, I like reading interesting things. Trashy sex novels like Daniel Steele, you know, and shit like that.
Guitar magazines and music.
Why?
Because I find that interesting.
Because if you're like me, you have to read Jane Austen for English. I feel sorry for you who do. You have to indulge yourself in something like Daniel Steele.
Thrillers, sometimes I read romance, but sometimes I get sick of them because they're all the same. But I like reading thrillers, suspense and detective books and, you know, kind of horror books.
Why those kind of...
I know, I guess so. They keep you in suspense and they keep you holding on, and you just keep hanging on. You think, oh, what's going to happen next? And, you know, you kind of get, the excitement builds up and you get excited about the book, you know.
I enjoy reading adventure stories and scary stories because they really, you know, make you, you know, like...
Feel courageous?
Yeah.
Street Machines and Wheels magazines.
And why did you read it?
Because I'm into cars. I like them.
Probably poetry and magazines. I like reading them because poetry, you have to find nice ones. I mean, there aren't a lot of nice ones that are around. Dolly, because it's my favourite magazine. Girlfriend, it's interesting.
Well, I like to read comics, magazines, like Dolly and stuff like that, because I'm into that. Help me. Video hits, smash hits and stuff like that. And that's it. Babysitter Club books. Why? Because it revolves on kids around my age.
What do you enjoy writing the most? And why?
What do I enjoy writing most? Stories?
Creative stories or stories set out?
Oh, no, creative stories. I like creative stories. I like writing them. I don't really know why. I like it, I guess. For no reason. I like writing my name. I like practicing my signature. I like writing stories. I like writing things for the newspaper. Our school newspaper, No Frills. Miss Lanka.
I like drawing mostly more than writing.
Oh yeah, I do write. I write lots of letters to my friends. That's what I do. I have to admit, sex is the most interesting thing you can ever write about. There's nothing much more interesting.
Well, I enjoy writing those short stories sometimes. Depends on my mood, and I like poetry if I'm in the mood. But
why's that?
Because I don't know, expresses my my feelings, what I'm feeling, my feelings at the moment, kind of thing.
Bon Jovi, their name. I love writing that. It's really cool. I enjoy writing poetry because it's a way of letting your feelings out.
I like writing the most about fantasy, fairy tales, or just stories about my life or something.
Why?
I don't know. Sometimes my life is interesting. Sometimes the stories I write is funny, and sometimes it's really sad.
I enjoy writing stories and non-fiction and fiction stories.
I don't write. I don't believe in writing.
Trying to do graffiti, even though I can't do it.
Why?
It looks good and fun.
Okay.
Everyone, please, please. Oh, the roar is deafening. That's okay, I think I can handle it now. Welcome to employment, everyone. And everyone, please welcome Dave Menzies. Woo! Hey! Hey! Woo! 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 Keep applauding. Woo! Yeah! Woo! Dave, thanks for joining us.
Pleasure.
Nice haircut.
Thanks.
It's pretty radical.
Yep.
Did you just say, hair, don't need it, shave it?
Yeah, my head was too hot.
Was it? In winter?
Yeah.
Right. You're a funny boy, Daddy.
I've got a hot head.
Yes, yes, you must.
Yeah.
This is employment. So, what job do you do?
I'm a process worker.
Whereabouts?
In the western suburbs.
In the invasion of the Westies. It's okay. It's okay.
Gabby.
It's okay. I understand.
Gabby, don't touch me.
We're also homophobes. But no. How long have you been doing this?
A year now.
Right. And what does a process worker do?
He stands on a production line with someone else and checks whatever product's coming down. We do intravenous solutions,
right,
and for hospitals.
So this is a drug company or something, right? You don't want to divulge the name of the company or anything?
Divulge the name of the company, Baxter.
Baxter, yeah. Right. Multinational pharmaceutical company, are they?
Huge.
Right. And so, are you involved in quality control?
Yeah, there's a lot of quality control.
I imagine there would be. I mean, the need for sterile solutions and stuff like that.
Yeah, because it's salt water and glucose and stuff, which is going straight into your body. So, and kidney dialysis and blood dialysis.
Right.
And
so you do plasma products and stuff like that as well.
And the solution's actually, after you've operated on, you've lost a lot of blood, but you haven't lost enough blood to require a blood transfusion, then it goes in. You'd probably know a bit more about this. It goes in as as a.
Not likely.
He's not my doctor. To. Is that guy alright?
I'm not too sure. Someone call a doctor. I think someone needs help. So go on.
No, it just goes through your bloodstream to form like a channel for the antibiotics or other things you might need.
Cannulas and stuff. Right.
Yeah.
Cannula. You could have just said cannula.
The other ones. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And so you've been working there a few months now, or about a year now. How did you get the job? Was it?
Well, I went to this like a Storman and Packers. What do you call it? Casual. I just started off casually, like they're contract workers, and if you work out, then they put you on.
Was that through the CES?
No, that was just. It was advertised in the paper.
Right.
You've got A&T and Manpower and other things like that.
Other private employment agencies as well. And so that's another avenue that you can...
Yeah, well, I was unemployed for a long time, so I just... Yeah, it's simple work, but it keeps you...
Yeah, it pays a rent sort of thing, keeps your belly warm.
Yep.
Right, and so do you think there's... any sort of career progression?
Oh, it is. It's a big company. Yeah, probably not that many areas. I mean, just other areas of the warehouse and manufacturing. But if you do it, you can do associated TAFE courses in industrial type production, and. Yeah.
Do you know anything about those?
Sky's the limit.
Do you know anything about those courses?
No.
No, right, okay, good. Maybe you're not the person to ask.
But like if you're studying or anything, then it's good.
Yeah, of course.
Always.
Right, okay. And what other jobs have you been involved in?
Like for Blackwoods, which is an engineering supply company, and that was doing same sort of store work and telephone sales. And custom.
Did you enjoy telephone sales?
Yeah, but I got a bit sick of answering like 50 phone calls a day, and you've also got to take care of certain accounts and do all the credit and yeah.
And you just got bored of it, did you? You just sort of said, this is boring, I leave?
Well, they don't let you go on the road as a sales rep until you're like 23. I didn't want to like sit on the phone for like 4 years or something.
Right.
Because I went in there after school.
Right.
and I also saw the like the corporate sort of ladder, and it didn't really interest me. Playing golf and taking businessmen to the cross and stuff.
Yeah, it's the downside of a corporate career, I guess. Yeah. I don't think you'd do too well with that haircut either.
No.
I guess, no.
They wouldn't let me shave my head.
No. You wouldn't want a job that wouldn't let you shave your head. Come on. As everyone out there knows. The only reason why people work in jobs is so that they can shave their hair. Maybe? No? Okay. Don't agree. Okay. Well, thanks a lot for joining us.
Pleasure.
Yeah, good luck with the hair.
And she'll go back.
Yeah. And good luck with the job as well.
Thanks.
And yeah, thanks a lot for coming along on the show.
Cool.
Everyone, Dave, this is your time.
As little girls, we grew up like, and one day a beautiful prince will come and ask you to marry him and whisk you away from all your problems, but it doesn't happen like that.
So you're a wife, you're a good wife, you're a lazy wife, you're a bad wife, you're a loving wife, you're a bitchy wife, you don't understand, but you're a wife.
Then came the women's movement in the 70s. We all reassessed our lives and thought, yes, I can have a career and I can raise a family as well. So I cooked, cleaned, sewed, washed, worked.
And that I didn't just have to accept that this is how things were. It's okay to challenge society and to challenge the concepts of how people saw me as a woman and what I'm allowed to do.
It's the little worm that starts getting into the apple, really. You see that people respond to you, they like you, they appreciate you, and you begin to like yourself. And actually the more I liked myself, the less he liked me, because I was upsetting the balance on which that relationship was.
When I married at 21, I really had no ambition or idea that I really could be anything more than a wife and mother. But as life unfolded for me, I realised that there were other things I could and really should do with my life.
To adjust your life to please yourself and to...
And that's true feminism, is taking that power to find within oneself what one wants and then finding a way to express that in your life.
I've had a different career and boyfriend every decade. I've been a scenic artist, painting backgrounds for films, video clips. I've run big jobs on construction sites, doing painted finishes. Now I'm writing funny stories about myself and producing talkback radio. I'm 46, I stopped drinking 3 weeks ago and I feel great.
Raised a family, kept the husband happy and worked as well. Even though I probably haven't achieved probably as far as I would have liked in my career of teaching, I'm quite satisfied in the things that I've done.
Right now, my life and my work has no set direction, and it's something that I'm really enjoying. I can take on whatever projects I want to and let others go. That's something I value now.
I think the most important thing for young people is empowerment, letting them express themselves clearly.
What's important to me career-wise is getting in a job where I'm recognised for what I do and what I am, my achievements within the job. The travel industry is good in that way because they recognise women.
I married young at 17, which didn't work out. That's fine. Since then I've been in control of my life. I've worked full-time and part-time. I chose to work part-time to build on the relationship with my son. And as for the future, well, anything can happen.
I think, I wouldn't mind being a mother and having children. I think, I like that idea. Yeah, me too.
It's not a sort of a nagging thing for me. I'd love to have a child, maybe one.
Yeah,
maybe two. I tend to think I'll have one.
Only one.
Yeah.
I want to have a husband and children. I want to have a husband, a boy and a girl. I want to have 5 kids.
In the future, I'd like to balance a career along with a family. I think that's important to have both, and I think in the 90s you can achieve both.
If the family cooperates, like while I'm at work, like the oldest kid can do the housework and can take care of the little ones and stuff. And then I come home and then my husband can do the dinner, and like we sort of share out the work.
It was always very important for me, clearly, to have children, but it was equally important to work. And I think the achievement has been that I have been able to do that.
I like to work. If I could find a job, you know, which is very hard for my age, and with the recession, because I worked all my life and I don't like to be a housewife. I just hate it.
Australia's given me opportunities. I mean, not easily. I've really had to look for them, and it's taken a while for me to actually use them. I mean, things like being able to go and study at this stage of my life has been wonderful.
I tried to get a job in Australia, even just making sandwiches, but because I didn't have the experience making sandwiches, even though I did make them for 25 years for my family, it wasn't good enough, so I decided to start my own business.
I think I can do what I want if I just try it, and because I've got lots of confidence in myself, and I just think altogether women can do what they want if they just try.
It's hard to find a job. First, maybe age-wise. Second, my accent or my nationality.
I find it unfortunate that because I have a disability, people don't really take me seriously. And I feel that I have a high level of communication skills, and through the personnel management course I'm doing at TAFE, I hope to be my own boss.
One of the obstacles I've encountered is working with men who are older than I am, who have shown resistance to working with me as a younger woman, someone who's come from a different area, who comes with different ideas.
I suppose just attitudes. Because I work in academic publishing, sometimes when I walk in to see a potential author, I can see that he's shocked that I'm as young as I am and that I'm a woman. So that's a bit of a problem, but we usually manage to get around it and have quite a productive conversation.
People just do not know what they're dealing with. And we're two very well-spoken women, and so they can't just chuck us out.
I also want to develop politically. I'd really like to represent Australian women in Parliament, and that's a major thing for me at the moment.
As a filmmaker, something that really concerns me is the way that Australians are represented in commercial mainstream television today. In my lifetime, I'd like to see that change. I'd like to see a different side of Australia, the real Australia, coming out on the box to everybody.
Christine and I want to set up the first Aboriginal black film production company.
We just want to make films. If people took me on face value, you know, the stereotype image is there's a black woman, a lot of times, you know, brainless, and I don't know what other images go with it. So, yes, I've had to know what I want, and I've had to be able to articulate it pretty clearly.
So we can start laying images on ourselves instead of having always had images laid on us.
There's a lot of things I have to unlearn to do in terms of hiding who
Hi. Welcome to Rock Job. Welcome, Raj.
Welcome to you, Gemma.
Welcome to you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent.
Good.
You know why?
Why?
Because I love to do the rock job.
Me too.
Excellent.
Me like the job of rocking.
Yeah. Has anything really interesting happened in the music business this week?
Leon wants everyone to know that Henry Mancini died. So everyone out there, Henry Mancini died. Okay. What else?
Dead. I don't think much else happened, really. Not that it ever really does.
No.
Except I did mention last week that someone from Hull was found
Another dead person. Come on, enough of this dead stuff. Like, everyone's just getting bored with all these dead people. I mean, like, once they're dead, they're pretty boring, aren't they?
But it's not just
They can't actually make any more music. They
people,
can't actually say any more little gaffs.
Yeah.
What a word. I love that word. G-A-F-F-E.
Gaffs. Gaffs.
Gaffs.
No, but it's not just famous people, though. Everyone's doing it.
Oh, yeah. It's the in thing.
It's the in
It's the in thing. Hey, want to do anything? Yeah, let's die. Yeah, cool.
Let's have a suicide pact.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe it could prove...
Actually, Gemma and I are going to kill ourselves after this edition of Rock Job.
Yep, we are.
Not.
No, because we don't think suicide's a good thing at all, do we?
No, I think it's a bit passé.
Yeah.
Personally. No, it's...
Yeah.
It's for the wimpy wuss.
Yeah, and speaking of committing suicide, we're all going to feel like it after we hear this evening's top 5.
Tell us.
Yes, I will. Ashley, can you do them, please?
Okay. Are they that repulsive, are
they? Yeah, they are.
I'm having trouble as well. Number 5, Stay by Eternal.
Haven't heard that one.
Haven't heard that one.
Thank God.
Number 4, The Most Beautiful Girl in the World by Symbol. Number 3, Right in the Night by Jam and Spoon.
That was an excellent rendition, I must say.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Jam and a Spoon of Vegemite. 2, Love is All Around. Wet, 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 wet,
wet, wet. Sopping wet.
Yeah. And at number 1 is by the Crash Test Dummies.
It's only 4 mms.
Is it? Sorry.
Yeah.
But
God, Rob.
Innumerable number of wets, because it's such a wet band.
Yes.
Apparently they used to be like a hardcore thrash band.
Yeah, that's when they were a pub band.
Is that like true?
Years and years ago, yeah.
Is that really, really true?
Yep.
God.
Years ago.
Where did they go wrong?
Long time ago. Do you want to do the alternative too?
Okay.
Okay.
Number 5, 10 Stories Down by Nida Chris.
Nida Chris.
Sydney band.
Yes.
Local.
Yes.
Young girls.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Play around.
Yes.
Cool. 4, Bizarre Love Triangle by Bizarre Frente.
Sad Frente. Speaking Frente.
Number 3, Girls and Boys by Blur, a song I totally despise. Not that that matters.
No one cares, Raj.
No one cares. I was hoping for some sort of, yeah, we agree with you, man. You're speaking for the people here, but no. You can't think of the song?
No, I can't. I mean, I know the song, but I can't think of it.
Yeah, it's okay. Don't try.
I won't?
Don't try.
Okay, I won't.
I wouldn't want to fry your brain.
Okay.
Number 2, Conan by the Menzies. I haven't heard that.
Me neither.
And number 1, As Above. Oh, sorry. Crash Test Dummies.
Yes, indeed.
Wow, that's pretty wow.
It is quite wow, isn't it?
Yes.
And let's talk about gigs, man.
Gigs.
Because there's lots of good gigs coming up.
Tell me.
I must say. The Bolo, which I was saying last week, is finally reopening because they had a bit of trouble with licensing and things. And so tonight, it starts at 9 o'clock, I think, and for $5 you get to see Fur and Spitterfigure and Phallic Shift. $5 for all of those bands.
For all of the bands.
All of them.
Yep.
All 3.
Yep.
And coming up at the Annandale tomorrow night, Trout Fishy in Quebec and Vicious Harry Mary, which will go off for $7. And next week at the Annandale, Spiderbait are coming, and they're going to play with Kiss My Poodle's Donkey and Mace. And I would strongly suggest you go and see Spiderbait because I saw them supporting Primus Allendale. Very good. Very good. And that's $6. And they're also doing an all-ages show, as a lot of bands are doing. I've noticed.
It's good to see because all ages like music.
Yeah. It's not like you turn 18 and you suddenly think, music, wow,
music.
there's a whole new world I can now enter into.
Yes, that's true.
But it's strange though because they're all doing them at schools.
Are they now?
This one's at Manly High School. What is the attraction in a school?
I don't know. Preschools, I'd be worried, but schools, I mean, I don't know.
I just don't understand really.
I guess it's easy, accessible, kids will know about it, you know.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's happening at this school, so, you know, it's publicity.
Yeah. Because I remember at my school once, someone did a gig, but it was some guy with big hair and a medallion, and I didn't know who he was, so I didn't go.
Was it Bob Marley?
No.
Oh.
No, big hair as in big curly permed hair.
Patrick
the nice kind of
look. Born to be alive.
No.
Do you remember that song?
No.
I couldn't stand that song.
I can't remember it.
It's a big
I suppose
hit.
it's fortunate that I don't remember.
Maybe you were too young.
Yeah, I was probably a baby at the time.
You hadn't turned 18 and started listening to music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't even know why I'm talking about music now, because I'm not 18 yet.
Ooh.
It's quite strange, isn't it? I feel, yes. And at the Vulcan tonight, there is another gig that's going off. Toe to Toe, Pop and Mamas. Downtime and Mouth for $5. Starts at 9:30, goes till 1. Should be good.
Should be late.
Yes.
Yep.
And Pavement are coming, but I don't really care. And if you're into soul and nice things, Desiree's coming too. And she's here on the 4th of July at the Harbourside Brasserie, and she's playing for the rest of that week too. And to finish off tonight, I think I'll talk about some albums which are coming up, and we will also... Do you want to do that review or not?
Oh, okay.
You want to do it?
Okay.
Do you want to do it now?
Oh, okay.
Alright, what do you want to review, Raj?
We're going to talk about the Beastie Boys' new album, Ill Communication, I think it's called. And it's damn good. Buy it? Yep, buy it. Just buy it. If you like the last album, Check Your Head, won them a lot of fans because it was an interesting mix of super funky rhythms and wicked bass lines and, you know, really cool rapping and just even like the odd hardcore punk song thrown in.
All the good parts
fun.
From every different kind of...
Basically, and it was very innovative as well in the use of its samples and stuff like that, using chickens and stuff. It was just awesome. It was getting like really funky chickens, and it was just like, I don't know, once you hear a funky chicken, it's like your whole life's changed, you know. And they continue it on this album, except it's a bit more, they've got a lot more rap, which I thought, the first time I thought, you know, I wish they wouldn't rap so much in songs, but you know, it's what they do, they're rappers, so that's fair enough. But, you know, they're still keeping their hands off the samplers and stuff, although they do use samples and everything, but, like, really knowing their instruments well. And it's the instrumental tracks where they really shine, I think, on that album. And they've got heaps of them, they've got about five or so.
Excellent.
And they're all very, very gorgeous tracks, like, they're really good.
Cool.
And then there are all the other super awesome, funky sort of stuff. It's an album that you just can't stop shaking your booty to, basically, and everyone should be encouraged to listen to this.
Is it the kind of album that you listen to about 5 times in a row every day?
Yeah, I've been doing that. I've like got the CD and taped it, and then like it's just been...
It's in the car, it's in the Walkman,
it's in my car. I don't have a Walkman, it's just in my car all the time.
Yeah.
Just, I've listened to it twice today, I think.
God,
I think so,
and how long ago did you buy it?
About... I think it was the day it came out, which is about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
And you're still listening to it twice a day, which proves it must be a great album.
It is a damn fine album, and I'm not sick of it, because I mean, even though it's got the lyrics in the booklet, you don't bother reading them. Although there's some awesome lyrics as well, I might add, because I did bother reading them. But you don't remember them, okay, when you're listening to the songs. And so, I mean, you're always trying to figure out what they're saying.
Yeah.
So that's
part of the attraction.
It is, yes. Especially with rap music, because you're always trying to figure out what they're saying. But this is like good, and it's not sort of macho rap, which is awesome. It's like peace loving, you know, go out there and do good things and be really nice to people.
Help grannies across the streets.
Yeah, it's just really nice rap, you know. It's just so good to hear.
Lovely.
You know? It is. It's rather lovely. And don't be so cynical, Gemma, because
I'm not.
Okay, that's fair enough. But they are a band worth checking out, and their tour with Helmet in October should just be absolutely amazing. Yep.
Absolutely fabulous.
Yep.
And another album that's coming out soon is the new PJ Harvey album, and I love PJ Harvey. She's my hero.
Is she?
Yes, she is. But that's not coming out till the beginning of 1995.
Right, okay.
So I don't think I can kill myself after the segment, because I've got to hang for that. I'll kill myself after I listen to that 30 times.
Unless you like it. Because you want to listen to it more.
True.
Yeah,
true. But if you really need a new dose of PJ Harvey, which I do, she has got a video out called Reeling with PJ Harvey. And it's like one of those sort of behind the scenes at concerts videos. So I might actually buy that. Oh my god, living on Austudy and buying videos, my goodness. And as a final point, everyone has to check out a new compilation album which Zen Recording Studios have brought out, and it features bands like Frenzal Rom, Nitocris, Deep Star 6, Splatterheads and Panacea, and it's called A Fistful of Zen Koans, and it's really awesome because that's all a lot of Australian bands which do deserve recognition, and they've finally got their stuff recorded on a big album for everyone to see and hear.
Hear first, and you'll probably see
can look at it later.
Yeah, that's true.
Shut up!
Sorry, I just had to bag you out.
Bastard!
What about all these people who want to top up on their CD collection should head on down to Waterfront? Not that they gave us any money to say this or anything, but apparently, like I don't actually believe this, but they reckon
it's true. It's true.
Is it really true?
Yeah, it's true.
Like every CD is less than $21.95.
Yep, there is no
including
CD
new
over
releases.
that price.
Wow,
including new releases. The only thing it doesn't include is rarities
and stuff like that. Yeah, but that's pretty good. So if you're feeling loaded and you really want some music, go down
Head
there.
on down.
Yep.
We should write them a letter and say we plugged you. Give us money.
Yeah, give us.
Or give us CDs.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll send them this tape.
We should, shouldn't we?
We love you, Waterfront. We always shop at Waterfront. That's WATER front for anyone out there who has trouble. And they're in the city somewhere. Find it yourself.
So it's near to here. So go down there, and we love them.
And tell them that the
Raj
lovely
and Gemma
Centres. Raj and Gemma Centres. And we want CDs in return.
Yeah.
So.
We do. We want lots of CDs.
So, I think we're on a good thing here.
I think we are.
The power of television.
Indeed.
Ooh, yep.
So, I think that's about it for tonight, isn't it?
So sad.
I know it is, really. But it's time to go, so we're heading to a tape now, so check you probably next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Different styles I to engage. Can't read me like a book of dicey written in 1992 Sydney.
$70 billion if we can get that music out.
Your weapon. Strike me down with all of your hatred.
Sydney has no train movement in the respect that trains that have graffiti on it do not run. Like, you don't even see tags running anymore. And respect to those riders who still do panels today, but as far as around the rest of Australia, Melbourne is like constantly always something's been done there, and I think that comes from just dedicated riders and riders who are more involved in doing graffiti other than doing break-and enters and taking trips and going to techno parties.
It's outlawed though.
Oh yeah, but they still get away with it. Look at it in there, brand new train. It's only been out of the workshops a couple of months, and look at it. Draw over the seats, all inside the cars. No, no good. How do you feel about it?
What about other kinds? Like, do you think there's any art involved in any of it?
Some of it is. They could be used as, pretty good graffiti, but they shouldn't be doing it there where people have got to sit in on the trains and that.
If it was legal, like something like the zoo train, do you think that that'd be an alright idea?
Oh yeah, the zoo train's okay, because that's for a purpose, isn't it?
Oh, but what if all the trains were decorated?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so.
What do you think of graffiti?
I reckon it's an art form. If people can do it, I reckon they should be able to do it.
Have you had any experiences with people that do graffiti?
Yeah, I know some of my friends are those so-called bombers that they call. So, no, they're pretty good. I've seen some of their work. It's good.
If you saw someone doing graffiti, what would you do? Anything?
No, I'd let them go. Why not?
And would you like to see all the trains painted, legally?
Yeah, it would. It'd be good. Some new things on the train, some different designs instead of the metal that we see. It's good.
What do you think about graffiti?
It's
fine. It's good.
So you enjoy seeing the murals on the train and the graffiti that's inside the trains?
Well, it depends what it is. I mean, there's good graffiti and there's bad graffiti. If it's obscene graffiti, no, I don't like it. But if it's an expression, yes, it's good.
So you wouldn't mind to see the trains covered in graffiti, murals?
Well, murals, yes. Not graffiti like in New York, where it's just completely covered with the trains. Nice murals.
In New York, it's dead, completely dead on the train scene, although trains are being done. But New York, graffiti is now so underground that you've got to be talking to someone who's doing it to know if it's been done at all. So it's not the type of thing where, as demonstrated in subway art, panels and whole cars are running. The trains are spotless clean.
What do you think of graffiti?
I think some of it is an art form. There's lots and lots of buildings around, you know, where somebody's paid a graffitiist, you know, to paint a wall. That's fine. But you know, to just go up and paint a train or something like that, I don't like that at all.
Do you think it would be fair if they were allowed to paint the trains?
If they did pictures that were nice, you know, pictures of something.
Something like the zoo train.
Yeah, although that's really not my idea of art either. But there are a couple of examples around of some really good art. There's one in the Wallara cutting on the King's Cross line. That was a really nice piece of art. Pictures like that I quite like.
What would you do if you caught someone doing it?
I've caught a few people, and what we usually do is just call the cops on them. That's about all. Although one time, where I work at Flemington, a driver was asked to go down to the back of the shed one time and move a train from one point on the road to another. And as he did, as he took off, he heard a bit of a thud and a scream, and he thought, God, I've run over somebody. So he stopped the train and went to the back of the train, and he was a puddle of blood in the middle of the track on concrete, and a half-empty spray can, and the back of the train was half painted. So what's happened was somebody was standing on the back of the train, spray painting away, and the train's just gone out from under him. But he got away.
Making sure you're unable to put the paper straight over down his burning that fingertips to the cost again. It's a second that I write to reading each word, so it's overwhelmed, such a fall into the back we will. So as I say,
a friend of mine who used to write his name on the corner of buses, and that was sort of the funny thing at that time, because it wasn't really bombing, it was just something to do for a laugh. And then, because I was catching a train to school every morning, I just started like that, yeah.
Starts with a paragraph, ends with the full stop, another letter, shatter and corrupt what you're reading, cock-a-mine, see, go release, that's a paper track, wax back,
now it's just become a way of life. Like, when you do something for that long, you can't really just give it up instantly, you know. It's just what we do and enjoy doing, and we just keep doing it. Overseas writers concentrate more on characters and details and stuff like that, whereas in Australia it's just primarily more words anyway. It's all concentrated around the name.
Now fingertips of the cost again, it's the second that I write to reading each word, so it's overwhelmed, such a fall into the back we will. So as I say, creeps around the back street, 2:30 and 4. Slip through the back window, that's the one theory I want. Who they gain on every player, what is swallowing talk.
IBS is a crew that started in '84, and I wasn't one of the first members to be put in it, but I was put in the original crew. It stands for International Bomb Squad, and there's only about 3 people from the original crew that are still active in hip-hop. Like, 2 of them aren't doing piecing anymore, but they're still active in the sense that they're breakdancing. And Blaze, who's a well-known old-timer, is very involved in the Vapors magazine and also other hip-hop things. And IBS today consists of all people who, like, in our opinion, have been there from pretty much the start of Sydney and are respected and deserve massive respect, you know.
That is here.
There we just sort of hope that all the crossing out will stop in Sydney, you know, like no one's sort of asking everyone to be friends with everyone, but at the same time, it's not each other that you should be worrying about, you know. You should be like trying to achieve something with the art, not just like tagging and crossing out. I mean, tagging's always been a part of graffiti, and it always should be. Like, no one should ever say that to stop that, but at the same time, I mean, you should be striving, not crossing people out and shit. So yeah, we just hope like in the future that sort of stuff stops.
Welcome back to the Wisdom Chambers Cafe for another show of the for another sports show. Anyway, we're back. I'm Kiet, by the way, and this is Michael, our regular guest or co-presenter, really. And we're back for another week. This week's going to be a short show because I really want to go back to the football, really, to tell you the truth. But we'll go through the show. Well, the biggest news in the last couple of days, sporting news that have come out, was of course the Diego Maradona drug incident over in the World Cup. And have you caught up with that at all, Michael?
Yes, I have. He actually, when he took his, if he tests positive again or whatever, he has to take another drug test, and if he doesn't pass the drug test, looks like he'll be banned, and there'll be a big uproar, and so let's see what happens anyway. But I think he's one of the world's best soccer players, and
well, that's right. What usually happens is two players in a team get selected randomly for a drug test, and what happens is they take two samples at the one urine test, and they only test for the B sample after the A sample is tested positive. So he doesn't actually have time to get rid of all what he has in his system for it to show up. So the urine that they use is actually taken from the time after the game. So there you go. And it isn't an actual illegal drug to say. Well, it wasn't cocaine or anything. It was it a cough or asthma? Cough. Was it cough? Was it?
Yeah.
Well, I can't remember. What was the drug? Do you know, Raj? Dr. Raj?
Ephedrine. And various forms of ephedrine.
Yeah. Well, apparently that is illegal in the United States, but
it's also known as a truckie drug because that's the one they used to keep awake.
That's right. It's actually illegal to buy it in the US, and they're having problems because obviously Diego Maradona comes from Argentina, and it's probably available in Argentina, and it just improves the game apparently. So I've been told anyway. But that's the biggest thing that's come out of the soccer this week.
And do you want to go on? Or?
Yeah,
now going on to rugby union. Last week Australia and Italy played. Australia won the match 21-23. It was a pretty close game, and it was pretty sloppy. But Australia got up, so good luck to them. And also on Sunday the ACT and the New South Wales Waratahs are playing, and the New South Wales team has had a lot of injury problems and upsets, but I think they should beat the ACT.
Well, going back onto the other international game that was played last week, New Zealand and France played in New Zealand, and France came away with that surprisingly big winners, 22 to 8 over the All Blacks, and after the New Zealand tour, France is coming over to play Australia. That would probably be in about a month, so probably watch out for that.
And also now going on to hockey, Australia and Malaysia have just played, and Australia won 6-0, and they're on top of the ladder, and in the next few weeks or days they've got hard competition games coming up against Holland, and so let's hope the Kookaburras can do us proud. And
well, the Australian hockey team are placed really high up in the world ranking, so obviously Australia's going to be there for a lot of those World Cup type matches. And
going
far away on from that, we're going to go back to the rugby cage and just talk about the South for a minute. They're playing tonight.
South and Brisbane.
At ANZ.
Stadium.
And I watched the first half, and I must admit that was the most disgusting first half I've ever seen in my life. It was so I can't really say, but but I really want to get back there and watch the rest of the game. But it was just pitiful from the South's defence, the South's attack, just mistakes in their own half, which playing against Brisbane, playing against any other team would. Is in the crime itself, but doing it against Brisbane, you're going to get a hammering. But let's see how they go in the second half. But
and we also better mention that Australia and France are playing on Wednesday night. So it's at Parramatta Stadium, 8:30 kick-off on telly. And I think Australia should win, but they better not get complacent, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and just another thing about the rugby league is just that Kerrod Waters and Alan Langer
affair,
or affair, or whatever you want to call it. That judgment really.
Keep going on. Yeah. We got.
Should I just walk off this set?
No.
Just
we're a professional show.
Just a little my views on that. It's just it was either Alan Lang getting off that charge was really surprised me, and it was either. If you had watched the game or watched the news, you probably if you saw the tackle, both the players were on the man and both of them helped in that tackle. It was either both of them were going to get suspended or both get off. You can't have one or the other in that type of situation. It's partners in crime in that same situation, and you can't have one going one way and the other going that way. It's either one or the other. And obviously, there were Alan Lang is playing tonight and just against South Sydney, and I can't go on a lot.
Don't worry. Now, going on to tennis, Wimbledon. Actually, Martina Navratilova just won her next match, and she'll be going into the final of Wimbledon. She beat Desi Fernandez, and I hope she wins because that's her last tournament for Wimbledon, and I hope she does America proud.
Oh, that's right. This is if she does win this finals tomorrow, this will be her 10th championship for her career, and probably her last tournament. Playing at Wimbledon this year, and if you had seen the sports was Channel 9 last Sunday, it was a really good segment on her, and it really showed how she plays at Wimbledon, especially that well, that like she said, growing up in Czechoslovakia, she always thought that Wimbledon was the
pinnacle,
or the crown, or it was the jewel in the crown of tennis, and she always wanted to win those titles anyway. But that's about, that's it for me. You got anything else to add?
No, that's it for me as well. So
well, that probably wraps it up for this week, and we'll probably see you next week. So catch you then.
Woo!
Not half as much as I love myself. Hello and welcome to Film Forum for another week. Pretty big show. School holidays means a lot of films have come out, so I'll be talking about 3 big ones for the school holidays, I suppose, and a new French film which is showing at the Academy Twin. I'll start by talking about Speed, which has been a huge hit in America, and strangely enough we're getting it I think only 3 or 4 weeks after it actually started in America, which is pretty strange. Australian audiences usually sort of get the big films about 2 or 3 months after they sort of open in America, but we've got Speed straight away, I suppose, to sort of cash in on the school holidays. When I went to see it, it was packed, so it's obviously going to be a big one here, and justifiably so. This is definitely one of the best action films I've seen for ages, and definitely sort of puts itself in the category of great action films like Die Hard and you know, The Terminator and stuff. Not quite as good as those, but definitely up there. It's the first film of director Jan de Bont, who was previously a cinematographer, and for a first feature this is pretty amazing stuff. The cast is good. Keanu Reeves sort of making his second big action film after Point Break. Sandra Bullock, who was in Demolition Man, another action hit, and Dennis Hopper, sort of one of the most famous nutcases that Hollywood has ever produced. The story is a pretty funny one. It's about this crazed bomber, played of course by Dennis Hopper, who puts a bomb on a bus, and if the bus drops below 50 miles per hour, the bomb will explode. So you've got this bus that has to speed around at crazy speeds while they try and sort of defuse the situation. Keanu Reeves is a member of the SWAT team that tries to sort of defuse the bomb, and Sandra Bullock is a passenger that actually ends up having to drive the bus. The film, just straight from the start, with an incredible set piece in an elevator involving Keanu Reeves. Right from the beginning, the film doesn't let up. It's just pure action all the way. I don't think I've seen a film with such sort of pure action since Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's just non-stop. You're just on the edge of your seat the whole time. The cast don't really have to do much acting, I suppose, as it is just an action film, but they're all very personable, and Keanu Reeves makes quite a surprising action hero. This one is very highly recommended. Slick, exciting, and you know, great cinema fun. Out of $11.50, I'd give this one $10.50, which is pretty huge, and is a pretty good recommendation. Speed is on now, so go and catch it. Another big film, but more on the sort of art house circuit at the moment, is The Hudsucker Proxy, which is the new film from the Coen brothers, who have made films such as Blood Simple, Miller's Crossing, Raising Arizona, and the film which won at Cannes a couple of years ago, Barton Fink. The Hudsucker Proxy is their new one. It stars Tim Robbins, Jennifer Jason Leigh, and Paul Newman, and is actually their biggest budgeted film so far. It's actually produced by Joel Silver, who is responsible for the Lethal Weapon series, so there's a lot of money and sort of Hollywood know-how behind this film, and it's probably their most accessible, but not exactly commercial film yet. It is about this sort of company in the 50s, Hudsucker Industries. The chairman of the board kills himself, and then the board decide that in order for them to buy up the stocks of, it's a bit confusing, but I'll try and explain it. To buy up the stocks of the company, they want to sort of put in this idiot as the president of the company, so the stocks will fall and they'll be able to buy them at a cheap price and make a killing. So what they do, they find this sort of person they think is an imbecile, played by Tim Robbins, who's recently in Shortcuts and The Player. They find him working in the mailroom and make him the proxy president of Hudsucker Industries. And he's not as stupid as they think, and he has a few surprises up his sleeve. Jennifer Jason Leigh plays a fast-talking reporter who sort of cracks the scandal, and Paul Newman is a very nasty businessman. The film is incredibly inventive and witty and just full of some really off-the-wall and just really individualistic humour, which you sort of have come to expect from the Coen brothers. But this, I think, is probably, apart from Blood Simple, their first film, definitely their best one yet. It's sort of done on the biggest canvas, a lot of money has gone into it, and the set design is just absolutely incredible. Reminded me a lot of Terry Gilliam's film Brazil. And the script is great, performances are all terrific, and the film is just not exactly a laugh a minute, but there's some really good laughs in it, very inventive stuff. Out of $11.50, I'd give this one an 11. It's definitely a must-see, and also one that you must see at the movies, just like Speed, actually. It really has to be seen on the big screen. Also starting this week is a new French film, which had its premiere at the Sydney Film Festival recently. It's called A Shadow of Doubt, and is the first film from French director Aline Isserman, who has formerly made TV commercials and video clips. It's a very heavy, sort of disturbing story about a young girl that accuses her father of molesting her, and then sort of the legal social ramifications that happen after this accusation. Sort of the fact that not many people believe the girl for a long time. They take the father's side, which sort of tears her apart, and it's very disturbing stuff. It sounds a little like a sort of American telemovie, I suppose, in content, but the way the film is shot divorces it totally from this sort of filmmaking. It's very rich and visually quite stunning. All the performances are good. Definitely one to see if you're in the mood for something heavy and thought-provoking. It is a bit slow and suffers from a few dull patches in the middle, but on the whole a very good film, one that I'd recommend. Out of 11.50, I'd give this one 9.50, which is a pretty good score. If you like quality French films, this is one that you will enjoy. Finally tonight, the new film from Lasse Hallström, who made the acclaimed film My Life as a Dog, and also his first American feature, which was called Once Around, which starred Holly Hunter, which wasn't exactly a big hit, but some people did appreciate. His new film is called What's Eating Gilbert Grape, and stars one of my favourite actors, Johnny Depp, and one of my favourite actresses, Juliette Lewis. So of course I was very excited about seeing this film. Also, it's based on a book which I loved, so I rushed along to see this one. I've been looking forward to it for a long time. It's a simple story about a young guy who lives in a small, boring town in America that has this very strange family that sort of the job of looking after them has fallen to him. His mother is an enormous woman that's so big that she just can't leave the house, and it's sort of Gilbert's job to look after her, as well as his younger brother, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, an actor we haven't seen in anything here yet, but has made a couple of films which haven't been released, including This Boy's Life with Robert De Niro. So this is the first chance we get to see Leonardo DiCaprio in his Oscar-nominated performance as Gilbert Grape's younger, severely retarded brother. So Gilbert has to deal with all this stuff, and he's sort of going crazy in this small town, and then this young waif played by Juliette Lewis cruises through the town, and he sort of gets involved in a bit of a romance with her. But the film is mainly about sort of, you know, the quirkiness of small town America and family life in America. The script is by Peter Hedges, who also wrote the book, so it's very faithful to the book. Lasse Hallström has done a beautiful job with this. The cinematography is great and really evokes sort of small town America, I think. All performances are flawless. I think Johnny Depp, who always does really interesting sort of offbeat work in films like Edward Scissorhands, Crybaby and Benny and June, has his finest role here. For a change, he's actually got a lot of dialogue. Most of his other films have involved sort of strange, wordless acting, but this one he actually narrates and has a lot of dialogue, and this is definitely his best performance. He reminded me a little of the late River Phoenix in his sort of subtlety and sensitivity in this film. Definitely, he's a great actor and one to watch. Juliette Lewis is always good, though sometimes a bit samey. In this, she's terrific, and Leonardo DiCaprio is truly incredible. It'll be really interesting to see what he's like when playing a sort of normal person. He's just incredible. All the cast is great. This is a fantastic film. Out of $11.50, this one actually gets the full score. I really love this film. Gets $11.50. Check it out. It's playing at the Pitt Centre in Double Bay, so it's not on everywhere, but it is really worth seeing. Rush to it, actually. It's fantastic. Very heartwarming stuff. That's all for tonight. 4 very good films, all worth checking out. I'll be back next week. I'm not sure what I'll be talking about, but perhaps Wyatt Earp, I think, the new film from Kevin Costner. So that should be fascinating stuff, I'm sure. That's all for good night. That's all for tonight. That's all for
No, it's not.
Oh, no, it is for March. Oh, am I staying here?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, good night from Film Forum.
Yay! I've got something really interesting about What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Yes?
You know the mother in that movie
Yeah.
has never, ever, ever acted before. And you know where they found her?
Where?
Sally Jesse Raphael.
Really?
It's true.
You're kidding.
It's true.
She's a very good actress.
Yeah,
she's a
she'd never
very
acted
good
before,
actress.
and they found her on Sally Jesse Raphael, and they said, audition for the part, and they said, you are brilliant, and she did it, and she actually started losing
great.
weight on the set, so they had to keep feeding her and stuff.
Really?
She was so stressed and.
Oh no, it's great, and the way it's portrayed, like she's not. You'd think some films would sort of make sort of jokes about it, but it's treated in a very, you know, and she's fantastic for her first role.
Because
interesting.
apparently, like, someone was speaking to her. I can't remember who it was, but they said that she felt like she was reenacting her life, and so that's why it wasn't that hard for her.
Right. Oh, she was very impressive. Very
Yes,
good.
indeed.
You should see it.
I'm going to.
Oh, good.
I'm going to. That's one film I swear I will see these holidays.
You'd see Speed, wouldn't you? You're a bit of a Keanu
I'm a
fan.
bit of a Keanu fan.
He looks good with his
But he's got
crew
a shaved
cut.
head.
No,
He's
it
got
looks
a crew
good.
cut.
It
I don't
looks
reckon
good.
it
No, you get used to it in the film. It's sort of...
No.
No? Oh, he's very good anyway.
Lose the crew cut, and
Lose
then
the
I'd go
crew
and see
cut?
it. Except it sounds kind of good.
It is. It's good stuff.
I'm not a real action movie girl. But anyway, it's been a good show.
Yes.
It has, indeed. And coming up next week, we've got a big show. Do you want to tell everyone about it, Erin?
Yeah, why not? We've got, of course, the brilliant Rock Job next week. Will Raj be back for that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I always
Is
drag
Raj a
Raj
regular?
on with me.
He is? Yes, good stuff. The fashion show will be on. The sports show, of course. The quiz show. Is the quiz show really on?
Yeah, the quiz show might be on.
Right, so that might be happening.
Yeah.
Couch Potatoes Revenge will be on. Sexpression, Employment, Youth in Focus, and I'll be back with Film Forum. So it
What are you going to
sounds
see?
like, um,
Give us any hints?
I think perhaps Wyatt Earp starts next week. Big movie, so I'll probably be seeing that. I'm not sure what else is on, but definitely Wyatt Earp.
Cool.
Very exciting.
And guess what? Next week, we're going to have a new set.
Even
newer
what's
than
happening
this
to
one.
what's happening to the
Even newer than
cafe?
this one. I don't know what's happening to
I
the
like
cafe,
the
but
cafe
we're losing
vibe.
the cafe for a while.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
No, it's not really, because it should be a spectacular set. I'm not going to tell anyone what it was, because I'm not sure if it's a secret or not. And seeing as how I let out the last huge secret
about Family
the
Day.
Family Day, I'll keep my mouth shut, I think. And don't forget, everyone watching us at the community channel can catch us at 8:30 on tonight and Tuesday.
Tuesday on the
Yes,
Community Channel.
we're on twice a week on the Community Channel.
Oh.
Isn't that cool?
Oh, yes. Can't get enough of it.
So that should be a big show next week, I feel. And that's about it for tonight, is it? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, I feel it is. So we'll see you next week.
Can we go now? Yes.
We can go. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.
Gee, do I hear music?
That's all right, Raj. This is music.
Is that you, Rod?
This is me.
Oh,
Raj.
wow.
This is a thing I whipped up because I like whipping things up. It's a song about CTV.
Please play it for us.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Open your eyes. Look around you. What do you see?
People being happy.
Smell the air. Make love to a tree. Why don't you and me
Sing about CTV.
CTV, CTV, everybody. CTV, 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 CTV. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll learn a lot. Your friends will be really impressed. With a dedicated crew who know their work, you can be sure this service is the best.
It's the best! It's the best! It's just the best, man!
Meaningless lyrics, a touch of corn. I don't know.
He don't know.
C is for cool, T is for trendy, B is for cool and trendy. C is for cool, T is for trendy, be very cool and trendy.
Make it cool and trendy, man! Wow!
The famous and the not so famous have all been guests on our show. Up-to-date information, so you can be sure you'll be in the know.
Once again, the time has come to mention the name of our station. CTV. CTV.
It makes me very happy.
Man, I'm so happy.
Happy.
It makes me so happy.
Happy, joyous, happy, joyous, happy, joyous, happy, joyous. Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy.